G'day everybody and welcome down to Koonang Park for this week's episode of SFNL TV. The match of the day this week sees Division 2 runners-up Caulfield taking on a Skye outfit intent on entrenching itself in this year's top 5. A perfect day for footy, a massive crowd here at the Bear Cave and two sides in red hot form. Should be a cracking day, let's get stuck into it. And I'm lucky enough to be joined now by the president of the Caulfield Bears, DARREN STAIT. DARREN, welcome.
Thanks, Will. Good to be here.
Breakthrough grand final appearance last year, club slowly building. How's the excitement been so far this year?
Yeah, look, it's good. As I said, come second last year was good. I guess you have a sense of being the 100 this year, but round one we all start 0-0, so we just have to reset, recharge for this year, and that's for the first 18. What's really pleasing is our second 18 are going extremely well, and we've got 6 netball sides up and going this year. So from that perspective, the club holistically is going very well. We're really pleased with the way where we've come from from a few years back when we weren't travelling so well. So it's been good.
Yeah, fantastic. That was actually my next question. It's been a whole club build from the ground up there. Magoo's playing some good footy and the netballers too. It's just grown immensely. So it's been pleasing, I guess.
Oh, it has. 2 years ago with our netballers, we had one side, played in the 3rd division of the competition, had some success that year, which was really great. And we've now we're fielding sides in the top 5 divisions and the team we've got down in the Division 8 as well. And the girls have been a massive influx into this club, and they take control of social events, and they're all sort of really buying into the club culture and creating the culture as well. So that's fantastic, it really is.
And that's exactly what you want. And the ones, they've been playing some great footy in the last 3 weeks, and a big game today against Skye.
Yeah, big game, but you're right what you say. The form early in the season was really muddling. We'd play a good quarter here, good quarter there, and had some really sort of ugly wins. And but yeah, the last 3 or 4 weeks have been, the boys have just started really sort of putting together some good games, starting to play a good brand of footy. Two's terrific. New coach in this year, a lot of young kids that have come down to play footy with us, and they've really bonded well. Coaches, Chris Spencer, the coach, has played an enormous role in just sort of bringing that group together and really sort of getting a really tight bunch of mates together to play footy, and they're having some success. Having a good day out here against Skye, who've been, I guess, the benchmark in the second 18 competition for a long time. So yeah, it's really pleasing to see the second 18 going on. That was also our plan. Some years ago when we started rebuilding the club, there was very much a key focus on not only trying to rebuild the first 18 side, but making sure the second 18 side were competitive as well. And we're slowly getting there. Little baby steps, but I think we're getting there.
Yeah, great stuff. And finally, a little function coming up in the next couple of weeks to honour one of the long-term servants of the Caulfield Football Club. Yeah,
he has been a long-term servant of our club, as well as of our formation clubs in St Kevin's Ormond and Glen Ormond Junior Footy Club. Noel Buckley, 48 years service to community sport, which is just fantastic. Yeah, 1968 to 2016. So I put on a lunch for Noel on the 15th of July. So just say to all the Caulfield Bears fans out there, get along. It'll be a huge function, recognising the service of a truly terrific club servant, but more importantly, a really great bloke as well. So 15th of July, luncheon down here, $50 a ticket. Any of our supporters or anyone interested in coming along to that day can make contact with me, and we can get that organised for them.
Yeah, spot on. Any Bears fans, get along to that one. Thanks for joining me, Stady. You're doing great things. Enjoy the day.
Good on you, Will. Good to be here.
And so Caulfield ran out comfortable victors over Skye this afternoon. I'm joined now by the senior coach, Steve Kidd, and our Black Ram Sportswear Player of the Day, Brandon Turner. Well done, Brandon. There's a little prize pack for you. Got the job on the danger man, Stephen Hawkins, and very good performance from yourself. Kept him pretty quiet.
Yeah, I tried to. It was a good battle all day. We had a couple of wrestles and I found I came out on top in those a little bit. He did have me on a little bit of pace and a little bit of stretch out front, so if I had to put a few more out in front to the lead to him, that might have gone a different way, but went my way today, so pretty happy with that.
And excellent disposal coming out of the back half as well, and your composure was a feature. Is that something that you've tried to develop over the last couple of years and been a real feature of your game?
It's definitely something I've tried to do a lot more of very recently. I used to be trying to run out of the back line and bomb at 60 metres, 70 metres, but in this league and this standard, you just don't get away with it as much, so I've just tried to cool my head a little bit and hit up a few targets instead of just going long and hard.
A Wodonga boy originally, joined the club last season. How have you fitted in?
Yeah, it's knowing 12 or something like that of the blokes who were from Wodonga when I first came down, it made the whole transition a whole lot easier, and we've got a couple more now, and yeah, it's just been unreal the way the club's taken me in and how easy it's been.
That's terrific, mate. And for you, Kitty, a sensational win against an opponent that's pretty tough to beat traditionally.
Yeah, I think it touched us up twice last year, so yeah, to get a game on them now is really important for later in the year, and they're a quality side. They'll bounce back. And now firmly entrenched, I think, in the top five, and on the back of a grand final last year. How do you see the side sitting at the moment? Yeah, good, mate. Today, for example, we've got a fair bit of depth, but then we've got a couple of guys that are away over the bye, and obviously the APS kids will miss here and there, so we've got to plug some holes, but we think our depth through the twos should be able to do that. We're a slow burner, mate, and our best footy can be really good, and then other weeks we can just be half a dial off, and all of a sudden there's teams, as we've found out earlier in the year, that can get you. So just got to be switched on for 8 games in the back half of the year.
And obviously the bye next week, so very important win, obviously. What's the plan for the bye?
Don't do anything footy related. No, we'll have a run around with the juniors on Wednesday night. We'll give the boys a night off and then let them do their own thing on the weekend and just basically just try and have a break, while the coaches will probably either go and watch some footy or have a bit of a break themselves. We've got 8 or 9 games in the back half of the season, then potentially finals. So take the breaks while they come and refresh and reboot for the back half of the year.
Yeah, terrific, very well needed. And what are your plans for the week off, BT?
Probably shouldn't say too much in front of the senior coach, but I'll try and take it easy. We'll see what happens.
Going for run after run. He's going to run himself into the ground. I think that's what he's going to say.
I'm sure that's what he's going to do. Anyway, go and enjoy the win, boys. Very well deserved.
Thanks, mate. You enjoy it?
So the Bears getting the job done here at Koonang Park. Winners by 40 points here, and very, very well placed heading into next week's bye. Don't discredit Skye, though. They're a very good footy team and will no doubt be prominent when the whips are cracking at the end of the year. That's all we've got time for from Koonang Park. It's bye for now.